A MAGA pastor by the name of Joel Webbon decided to beg Donald Trump this past week to start prosecuting all of his political enemies, any and everyone that stands up to you, anyone that tells you no. You need to, as Webbon said, cross the Rubicon and start putting these people in jail. Again, this is a so-called pastor. This is a person that I guess has a congregation that preaches the word of the Lord to people, or his version of the word of the Lord. And here he is calling on his cult leader to start prosecuting his political enemies, which, Trump's trying to do. He's just not doing a good job of it. But here's what Pastor Joel Webbon had to say. If Trump is going to have a lasting legacy, he is going to have to cross a Rubicon and say enough is enough. The judges, the mayors, the governors, not just a sternly worded tweet. No, armed guards throwing them in jail. These are traitors to the United States. Thousands of officials over the last 5-6 years have committed treason. They need to be rounded up and thrown in prison. Now, the reason, of course, that Republicans love to accuse their enemies, which Joel Webbon is doing here, of treason is because one of the, potential penalties for treason is execution. So instead of saying, hey, we should make these people not be alive anymore, they say we should charge them with treason, because it's kind of the same thing. You just don't have to worry about, the FBI knocking on your door saying, hey, you said these people should be killed. No. I said they should be charged with treason, the punishment for which is, of course, execution. So just so everybody's aware, that's why they throw out that treason word constantly. It's not because these people actually committed treason, but it's because they can't straight up say we should unalive these people, because that'll get them in legal trouble. So it's a clever linguistic trick, but easy to spot if you know what you're looking for. Secondly, this, folks, is Trump derangement syndrome. I do firmly believe that Trump derangement syndrome is real. I just don't believe it in the sense that, Caroline Leavitt says it or Donald Trump himself says it. Trump derangement syndrome is not suffered by anyone on the left. The people suffering from TDS are, in fact, the MAGA cult members, because this is cult behavior. These are cult-like talking points. You got to go after your political enemies, the mayors, the judges, the governors, everybody who's told you no, because nobody can tell you no. Nobody. This is a guy, again, allegedly a pastor, supposed to be a man of God, and he's too friggin' stupid to understand that you're worshiping the golden calf. I mean, almost quite literally. He's as big as a cow and he loves gold. I mean, there's your golden calf, buddy. But this is disgusting, both to religion, both to the rule of law here in the United States, and of course, to mental health in the United States. Because this is a disease. This is a sickness. I firmly believe, granted I'm not a mental health professional and cannot diagnose anybody, but I firmly believe these people are suffering from a very severe form of psychosis that warrants putting them in those nice little padded rooms until such time that they are deemed cured and can rejoin society. Now, that may not be the, nicest thing to say about anyone. It may be offensive, and I apologize if you do take offense to that. But at the same time, we're dealing with crazy people, right? I mean, can we all just agree, these people are not normal? There is something deeply wrong with them. And I do genuinely think there's something wrong with them, but I do think with proper, psychological tools, they can be fixed, some of them. Mr. Webbon here, he may be beyond redemption, both with religion and with his own mental health. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is what Trump derangement syndrome looks like. And Mr. Webbon might actually be patient zero at this point. Scientists recently discovered a new evolutionary trait in puppies, and it's that they cannot grow up and reach their full potential unless you subscribe to this channel. Don't do it for me, folks. Do it for little Atlas and Judge here. Good boys. You do good. You want to say something? No? Okay.